Business Now is brought to you by Nextel, how business gets done, and Citibank.
For many, losing hair is a fact of life. People spend billions battling baldness with drugs, implants, and hair pieces. Advancements in electrotherapeutics may now offer a new alternative. Our Susan Garrell recently visited a Canadian company to learn more about trichogenesis. The company says the treatment is clinically proven to help with hair loss and that chemotherapy patients in particular will benefit.
Back in the 80s, when Ann Kramer sought electrotherapy for migraine headaches, she was cautioned that it could cause increased hair growth. It occurred to her that this might be a welcome side effect for the millions of people affected by pattern baldness. So she researched the science and, along with her husband Bob Kramer, founded Current Technology of Vancouver, Canada. Their mission? To develop a hair loss treatment based on electrotherapeutics.
The science had been documented for over 200 years. In fact, electrotherapy was used fairly extensively by that time in the area of orthopedics and orthopedic surgery. That convinced me that there was some substance to a possible effect.
To learn more, the Kramers say they enlisted a prominent group of physicians and scientists, including the inventor of the first FDA-approved electromagnetic bone growth stimulator, Dr. Arthur Pila.
What ends up happening is that the electrical stimulation affects or enhances the release of growth factors, which occur during bone repair or bone growth. Same thing with in the hair follicle. Need growth factors for things to happen, and the electrical stimulation does that.
After an extensive R&D effort, Current Technology introduced trichogenesis. The technology is applied through a hood that pulses an electrostatic field at the patient's scalp. The company says its hair loss treatment has been proven effective in trials conducted at the University of British Columbia.
The studies that were done, initial studies were done on men, and showed that the majority of people could actually retain hair during the course of the treatment. And it also can cause hair regrowth in some individuals.
I was one of the more fortunate ones in the program, so I had my spot in the back came back, and I had kind of a wide part. I always had a bit of a receding hairline, but all of a sudden everything started to fill in.
Current Technology says trichogenesis is safe, non-invasive, requires no drugs, and takes just 12 minutes a week. Its ETG Mark I device is already available in 10 countries, and the company is now entering the U.S. with its new CTG Mark V. Marketed to help with the appearance of thinning hair, the company hopes to capture a share of the $2.5 billion spent annually in the U.S. on hair replacement. Current Technology has been focused on the cosmetic applications for its trichogenesis technology. Now the company says it may also offer promising treatment for the hair loss associated with chemotherapy. It's been documented that chemotherapy patients can lose up to 90% of their hair. When New Zealand Dr. Tim Meakin observed no hair loss in a trichogenesis patient undergoing chemotherapy, he initiated a 14-patient study at a breast cancer center in Auckland.
At the end of the trial, all of the women still had their hair, which was quite significant. Some of them had thinned slightly, but no more than 50%. It was an exciting result.
Well, trichogenesis treatment actually enabled me to get through a chemotherapy regime after breast cancer with a degree of dignity and a degree of normalcy.
Encouraged by these results, Current Technology says it plans to pursue FDA permission to offer trichogenesis to chemotherapy patients in the U.S.
The company has a unique patented technology that has peer-reviewed double-blind studies that show its efficacy. Once FDA approval comes, even if it's for the oncology market, it creates great credibility for the company both here and abroad in the cosmetic market as well.
A small publicly traded company, Current Technology is managed by a group of dedicated employees, but it believes it's on the verge of something much larger, providing a medically proven hair loss treatment that may truly make a difference in millions of lives. Susan Garrell, Business Now.